Agency Partner Collective. My name is Alex Glenn. I am the moderator, curator, whatever you want to call me, of this collective. I am one of the moderators, so I guess curator is a better term. I'm the one that you will see most active day to day and the one facilitating a lot of these events that you see. So I want to show you what's inside, why we've built this, what you can get out of it, and make it worth all of the time and effort and money that you could potentially put into your agency through this collective. Well, what it is first and foremost a resource center that will not only match you with tracks to get your agency on a path to success, but give you the support, the enablement, the free stuff, and all the real tangible benefits that most of the groups, the collectives, Slack, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever out there have not given me, at least in my agency career. I was too used to buying into groups where they thought that just putting everybody into one place was enough. Then agency, collectives, communities, they started to get into this habit of, okay, we're going to train you. We're going to give you this type of stuff that you see here. I think that's table stakes at this point. I think we need to all be cognizant of what is really tangible. How can I get value day one, day two, day three, etc. I'll show you that real quickly. But first, what's going on this month? Not sure when you're seeing this. This could live on the front end for a little while. But what we have built are strategic roundtable sessions with experts that are not just luminaries or whatever you want to call them. They're not just people that have done this in 20 years ago. They are people that do this today, and they are here to teach you how to structure your agency. So business models, cash flow, agency sales strategy, and finances and accounting are the core ones. We just added mergers and acquisitions. These will be the repeating stand-ups every single month, and you can expect to see some of the same people, but your job is to show up, give your 2 cents on the presentation, give your questions to Conrad and Rob in this case, both terrific founders. They are investors, founders. They operate huge agencies, and they know how to do it. You give them your questions, you get their feedback, and you present, obviously, what your situation is. So we crowdsource some questions down here. The reason it's a track and not just we're going to push a bunch of webinar XYZ at you is because your job is to get a little bit in the beginning, start to take some action items into your own business, come back to the second track with, hey, this is where we're at, and then continue on, right? And that's the same thing with sales strategies. This one's with agency sales expert Steven Steers and Clodagh Higgins from Grow It, and former HubSpot agency partner manager, all about sales operations that work for agencies. You don't have a ton of time as an agency. You may not even have a sales force. How do you do sales? Agency finances and accounting. This one I recruited Ryan Knowles and Marcel to go ahead and run this one. And if you don't know Ryan, he's a creative agency accountant. You can check out his bio, but the guy is the financial back-end workflow operator extraordinaire. He kills it. And then Marcel, he has Parakeeto, which is built on top of Harvest. He has an agency as well. And he talks about economic fundamentals, how you manage your hourly expenditures on employees, bookkeeping, projects, hourlies and projects versus retainers, and how that all rolls up into your agency. Then what we do is we say, okay, well, while you're working on your back end, let's work on the revenue generating services. You may be agnostic to your stack. You may be pretty agnostic to your services. Our job is not to change the way you like to sell services. Our job is to show you how other agencies are building services on top of partnerships with white label agencies, partnerships with software. So what we do is we go after an agency that is doing it. We say, hey, how are you doing this today? How are you selling a PPC service that's full funnel? We want to speak to Rob Warner at Invisible PPC, and we want to hear how Rob sets up his PPC system. Then what we want to do, and this is what I do personally, I go back to my SaaS partners, Unbounce and CallRail in this case, and I say, hey, in order for an agency to pick up this track, to go down this PPC service track and start doing PPC the way Rob and some others do it, they're going to need support. They're going to need your support. They're going to need your partnership. They're going to need an account manager. They may need a free account on your solution. And by the way, they're a great agency. Why don't you highlight them in your blog so that you can showcase your relationship with this agency and give them a free backlink? That's what these backlink opportunities you see here are. So what you do in this group, what you do day to day, first thing you do is introduce yourself. You want to come into the group and you want to say, I'm so-and-so, this is my agency. This is how we work with other agencies. Here are our partners. Then if there's a poll, please take a little bit of time to kind of scroll through here and see if any of this is relevant. The polls, by the way, we create these polls to figure out what we should talk about. So this is Zachman. He's an agency operations expert. He runs an agency, but his operations are really streamlined. So he wants to know what everyone else thinks. And is their agency streamlined? And if it's not, and if a lot of agencies are not, we are going to go and find a SaaS partner and an agency expert, and we're going to create a track and we're going to publish it in the tracks. And then we're going to host an event on agency operations, project management, XYZ, and how to do it, right? That's my job. That's why this is a paid group and not a free group, because that is a very, very long job. So anyways, scroll through that, check that out. The second thing you want to do is tag your specialty. So this is a new group, so everybody's trying to figure everything out as we go. It's just starting to take off. But if you go into the specialty section, what you want to do is tag yourself as an e-commerce, general marketing, whatever this is, right? And if you don't see your specialty, let me know and I'll add it. The reason for this is we do a lot of matchmaking between agencies inside this group. If you're e-commerce, you don't do B2B, you've got a B2B project, maybe you want to hand that off for a referral fee, or maybe you just want to strike a referral relationship, or maybe you want to white label it yourself or another agency. Please do that. The next thing you're going to want to do is click on this link in the top left. That icon may change, but you can register on the main site for free. This isn't anything that costs money, but we will showcase your agency to our network and give you a profile that you can then use for whatever you need to use it for. We showcase you to our group and we give you that backlink, but maybe you want to use it to show SaaS companies how you like to work with SaaS companies. So create a profile that goes in our directory, tag yourself as specialties, RSVP for the events, and make sure that even if you cannot attend the event, you jump into the Agency Collectives chat, because we will be sort of live tweeting the events as they come on. So you'll see the events link here turn red. You cannot jump in the Zoom, head to the all member chat, and we will be answering and asking questions in there. And finally, it is obviously not Facebook. It's obviously not LinkedIn. So if you have the mobile app, you are able to not only take the content on the go and chat on the go with other members and myself, watch these roundtables on the go and get notifications to your liking, but we post these backlink opportunities almost daily, and they do get soaked up. There's only 3 or 4, sometimes limited to 1. And that is basically an interview on blogs like Supermetrics, Trustpilot. We just did one with No CRM, and they are great high domain authority backlinks. So not just simple fluff backlinks. So please join us. I know it's something that is not going to be free for everybody. We have a couple pricing options. You may not fit in the free option, but I assure you, just off the backlinks and free software that we post to the feed and in the backlink opportunity section, you are going to get value from this. You're going to get ROI and return on time from this. I assure you, I would not make it paid if it wasn't. We really thought about this hard before we did it, and we wanted to make sure that everybody was going to get something of value from this. Please join us. We'd love to have you. reach out to me over email, alex@partnerprograms.io, if you feel like it's a fit, but you do have some last minute questions. And I'm on LinkedIn if you aren't in the group and you just want to chat there for right now. Happy to chat and book some time with you. Hope to meet you soon. Again, Alex, Partner Programs. Hope to see you there. Bye.